You know, all of us at one stage, when we were youngsters, and we had to go away for the first time, they always had some old aunt, or some mother, or some old sister, or somebody who always annoying you, telling you you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, and always giving you advice. So if you could picture the scene, you have your passport, you're sure you have it safe. What about the ticket? You sure it's the right day today? Look, me and think you're stupid, you know. I know you could read English. But remember the man say flight 362, leaving 11, reaching 3, be at the airport by 10. You better leave here about 8. Yes, leave 8 to reach for 10. I know it's 1 hour to Piarco. You could do what you want, you know. You're a big man, you could leave 9. It's your affair, but remember Patsy. Same thing she did say, she have plenty time. But she never considered donkey cart in the road, or traffic jam on the highway, or taxi driver who don't care whether you leave or not. And it's right here she come back crying and bawling how she get left. Is what? It's not taxi you're taking? It's who? Gavin? In that car that looked like an accident? I wouldn't drive with he if you pay me all the money in the world. You never see that man drive? Lord, I don't know how he get that license. I sure it's buy it. Why you don't call Batu or Bacchus? I know it's plenty money, but you're gonna reach. Never depend on nobody, boy. Besides Gavin and look as if he insure. You sure you have your passport safe? I only asking a simple question. Last time Doris reached quite in Piarco, and it's because she passport remain right here. Poor Doris. What wedding she going to? To this day she just still cry when she remember. When you gonna start dressing? How you mean you dress already? Don't tell me it's so you going on the plane. No, I don't believe it. I don't. How you mean it's only Jamaica you're going to? Wear the nice suit you have, the one you wear to Webster funeral. How you mean that too colonial? Boys, what wrong with all you? All these nice clothes you have, is that you're fine to put on? The least you could do is wear a decent shoe. That slipper you have on, you're born with it. Everywhere you're going is that one slipper, so you sure you have your passport and ticket? I know I worry some, but last time your father tell me the same thing, how he's a big man to leave him alone. He have reservation, he bound to go. I tell him to ring the airport and make sure, because I know them airline and them. But not he take your own sweet time to go, and your own sweet time to come back too. When he reached Piarco, the plane not only full, but it wasn't even going where he was going. They tell him schedule change. If he had listened to me, that would have never happened. He would have found out in advance. And when it's me, if they tell me 10, I reach in there since 8. And I put my bag right on the scale. If the name man let them touch it, I'm bound to go. It's noise in the airport. But when you reach late, you ain't stand a chance. You tell Vi and them you're going. You mean you go really leave without telling the neighbors you're going? Boy, them is the best friends we have. When all you're gone and the house empties, them alone we just have to talk to for company. How long it gonna take you to say you're going? And don't shout through the window, boy. This ain't no fish market. Plus, if you shout too hard, Miss Letty and the whole tribe bound to hear. And you know she already. If she only know you're going, is because she have something to send for somebody. I don't mind the rest of them, you know, but not she. I never see a woman so. No matter where you're going, up, down or sideways, let you have somebody there to send something for. Now me, when I going on plane, I don't like to carry nothing in my hand. I just put everything in the grip and have me 2 hands swinging free. Last time I just make the mistake and tell she are going Guyana. Well, who tell me say that? You know the woman ups and say she have a little something to send for she grandaunt. Now what Letty doing with grandaunt? And you could tell me that? And it's always a little something, you know. Well, I tell she's alright because I figure I could always stick it in the bottom of the grip. You know what the woman bring? The woman bring a cake. And it wasn't no little cake, you know. It was one hell of a icing cake. And she had the brass face to tell me, mine a crush the icing. You can imagine me going on that airplane with the cake in one hand, my handbag in the next, and with Panama hat balancing in the breeze. Well, I tell you, that cake ain't reached Guyana yet. I tell you how it had turbulent weather and the cake fall down and mash up. But was a lie, we eat it up. Right on the plane itself, I share for all them passengers. They must have thought it was my birthday. Was major fete. Where your money? In your wallet? Boy, is mad your mother what? All your money in your wallet? Boy, never carry all your money in one place. The amount of pickpocket they have in this country is a crying shame. Split up your money all over you. Put some in the wallet, some in the side pocket, and the traveler check in your shoe. Your Uncle Willie smarter than you. When he went to New York, you know what he do? He pin his money inside his pocket. One hell big safety pin. No thief could have touched that. Only thing, when he had to buy something, he had to go and take off his pants. But nobody ever pick his pocket. You sure you pack everything? Socks, underpants, shirts, your prayer book? How you mean you stop pray? Look boy, pin on this St. Christopher medal, eh? I hear he ain't no more saint, but 10 like them can't stop you from saving people. You better spend your Trinidad change in the airport. It ain't no good in Jamaica and them islands. Lord, so much money in the area is like mass. Barbados have dollar, Guyana have dollar, Jamaica have dollar. It have more dollar than money. Sometimes I'm sorry we're making progress. Why we can't have one money for all the islands? I tell you, we people don't know whether we're going or we're coming. You have your vaccination paper? Look, them custom people is something else, you know. They like to play big shot on people and only bringing off with a set of law. You can't do this and you can't do that. And if you ain't vaccinated, it's to hear them carry on. One take me coconut basket from me, tell me I'm bringing in red ring disease. And how it's going to kill all them coconut tree. It's thief the basket, you know. And all that rum they just take from poor people, you think they're throwing it away? Throw away. It's joke. And taking people mango and sugar apple, saying how it's bringing in germs. As if people stupid to eat disease thing. And if you look in scruffy like how you dress there, well, I'm sorry for your suitcase and them. They're digging it like they're going back to the land. But dress up in a suit and watch joke. You could pass them with a whole cow. But it's so we kind of people stop. Make sure you mark your name on your grip. On the inside too, that's right. You can't never tell with them aeroplane these days, you know. Sometimes you go on east and your grip go on west. Ever was going St. Lucia once and all she things end up in Miami. She get $24 from the airline. That was to tide she over the weekend. I don't know what they thought she could do with that. It's thank God the suitcase and them turn up. Car on blowing is like Garvin Rich. You sure you have everything? Passport, ticket, vaccination, money. I still think you should take a taxi, you know. That Garvin car look like breakdown. Anyhow, what is for you is for you. You tell the dog you're going? Look how it wagging its tail. Who say a crying? Look, hurry up and clear the house here, boy. Something in my eye. Now, part of the tradition, before we got so modern in the old days, that any time you hear they have fire in town, everybody running behind fire brigade. From the time you hear bell ring, everybody running. But it's no fun these days because the fire brigade is so slow now, you can't run, so it's no fun. You can walk and get there before the fire brigade now. So I guess tradition is dying through modernization. But in the smaller islands, you could run behind a fire brigade. The villagers would get involved out in the fire because you had volunteer firemen who would put on their hat and run behind the fire brigade. With the fire. They run in. And you had natives and so on who would go up and help the police hold hose. Everybody helping hose and out in fire and thieving and so on. You know, it's part of the whole tradition of out in fire. You're out and thief. So this is a situation based on that kind of happening where people run behind fire brigades. How you mean Banza break his foot? He what? Been in fire again? I know it, you know, I know it. I always say it bound to happen. I caution him time and time again, leave the people fire alone. But he can't hear like he have hot foot. Every fire in town he can't hear siren blow, but it's gone, he gone. The man always chasing fire brigade. If you like fire so much, why you don't turn fireman? Eh? You tell me that. If fire in the country, Banza Day. If fire in town, Banza Day. Anywhere they have fire, Banza Day. How you break your foot? He what? He fall off the roof? You mean Banza being on the roof? He been what? Helping them hold hose? No, you ain't see the man mad? What he doing on the people roof, eh? He not police, he not fireman, he not volunteer. What he doing on the people roof? Who sent him to hold hose? Banza so squingy, any one fire hose could kill he. Last year, Banza sleeping song, hear somebody say, sky red. You know that mean big fire. May God, Banza had the flu. He could have scarcely talk. You know the man gone in the fire? And it was a cane fire to boot, you know, quite up in the country. All you could have see was sky red. Banza come back black like a zombie. Black from head to toe. All he hears singe up. He say he helped them cut cane to make what it is called fire break. Now you tell me holding hose, like Banza head make from stone. Last year when the sweetie factory burned down, Banza lady walk 1 o'clock in the day and he gone in fire. Banza push himself right up front and that same fire hose lick him. And you know how them thing powerful. It must have pelled Banza about 40 foot. Now you tell me holding hose. Another time the brigade nearly killed he was when the government quarters burned. Now you know how they does never have water, especially when they have fire to out. Either they forget to fill the tank, or the water pressure too low, or the hose can't reach. But people house does done burn and out before any kind of water reach. And sometimes it does never reach. The brigade so big and them roads so narrow, it's horrors for you if you're living in a corner. Well, one stick one day near here. And you know who helped push? Mr. Banza. Well, the back wheel nearly killed he. And you think he frightened? Not he. Next thing I know, he directing traffic. But I know what start all this, you know. I know what start all this is the coronation medal. You mean you didn't know Banza get a medal? But you're behind the times, man. It was about 10 years ago. Sky red downtown, 3-story house on fire, siren blowing, people like sand, Banza liming. Next thing, woman shouting for help, 2 stories up, all you could see she had. Police say hold hand and form ring. Mr. Banza jump in first and put his hand. And they make a ring like carry the lady hand basket. You know how them children just play the game. Then they tell the woman to jump. Well, they did only see she had. But when they see the rest of she, was a different story. The woman weighing about 200 pounds. All man Jack run except Banza. And wasn't bravey brave, you know, was stupid. The woman flattened him like a bake. He spent about 3 weeks in hospital. But they say he saved she, and Banza was a big hero. He get medal coronation day. Bravery beyond the call of duty. Since that time, Banza don't miss no fire. Now you say he break his foot. Is a blessing in disguise. The Lord work in mysterious ways. Where do you know? They put him where? On the fire brigade. Lord, Banza reach. You know what does hurt more than a kick? Or a cough? Or a lash of stone? Or an atom bomb? Or a dog bite? Is a lie. Is when your friend lie. Is when your friend break your word. I mean, a break word is like a piece of glass bottle. Like a piece of pitch pine that juked you in your foot. You know it there, you feel it, but you're afraid to look. And when you do so, you see the first drop of blood. And you look way fast, hoping that it's not true, that it's going to go away. Then you bawl inside, because you're a big man and big man not supposed to cry. A break word is like when your good friend dead, or you miss the bus, or you reach late, or you fail exam. they ain't have no consoling. You just always remember a break word. Because all the glue in the world can't put it back together. You know what does hurt more than a chop, or a stump toe, or a break foot, or a fall down, or a toothache? Is a lie. Is when your friend lie. Is when your friend break your word. You know, sugar can't sweeten what break word make bitter. That poem was dedicated to all the rip-off artists in Trinidad. This poem is called One to One, and is a sort of one-to-one. It's me looking at me. I hear the laughter rising above my voice. And I think as I talk, that laughter like a wish for understanding. An understanding that I could give with the pictures in my words. And I think as I talk, that each story have two endings. One for me and one for them. And so I talk. And as I talk, I leave me sitting on the stage and I walk through the streets. And I look at the city and I hear my voice and I hear the laughter. And I sit in the audience and watch me perform. Everybody was happy except me sitting in the audience. And I know that in me, in man, they have many parts. And when some parts laugh, others weep. And I look around me, and every seat had two people in it. And one was laughing, the other crying. I was amazed. And I go back to me on the stage in time for the applause. The old man look at me and he say, "Let me see your face." I say, "Why?" And he say, "I want to see the color." And I say, "Why?" And he say, "It's only black people that treat me bad." And I say, "Why?" And he say, "We born so." And I watch him walk away, trying to sell his lottery ticket. And I think for a moment about the people, the masses, what they struggle to make, what project and plan, what committee and program, but how everything seemed the same in spite of all the talk about this coming and that coming, and everybody knows only skull coming. And I think that perhaps the old man right, that we born so, that we can't make before we time, that every success is only luck, that we only fighting with destiny, and that we well fast with ourselves to push up in the people place. That's why every day, like every other day, in spite of all the everything we have, maybe it's no accident. Maybe it's nobody's fault. Maybe we born so. Maybe we have to wait return. Maybe. Miss Maisie, when I tell you, big fight break out last night was a real scandal, but I enjoyed it, yeah? You mean to say you didn't hear the police siren and thing? Child, even the fire brigade come. Yes, child, Doris' husband throw she out a window. I was there, tell you, I see the whole thing with my own two eyes. How you mean a two mako? But hey, my eye and them wide open, me can't prevent them from seeing things. And in any case, people must learn to do their thing in private, man. Some of them may have no decency, no upbringing. The kind of people moving in this area now is a real disgrace. It never used to be like this, you know. When I moved in here, this was a real high-class place. But from the time Doris and she crowd moved in, well, everything turned old mass. The man nearly killed she. And you know how Doris maga already. When I see he had she on the window sill, I shout out at him, but he ain't take me on. And it's out the window she gone. She fall down in the begonias. It's lucky for she was on the ground floor of the living, you know. And guess what start the whole thing? TV. Yes, child, is TV, I say. They had big argument about what show to watch. Doris want to watch Face of the Nation. She husband want to sleep. And you self know the little 2x4 they're living in. If TV on, nobody could sleep. Now, I don't like to put my mouth in other people's business. As a matter of fact, I had just gone outside to put out the garbage. And I was looking for 2 big stones to put on top the garbage cover. Because you self know how them dog and them like to turn over the garbage pan. It's a real shame. I don't know what the mayor and them doing about the stray dog situation. I go poison the whole lot of them. No, not the mayor. Well, child, I hear a certain noise coming from Doris' side of the yard. I really didn't take it on because I was trying to find these 2 big stones. Since Scopy moved into this yard, you notice how it's hard to find big stone. You notice the little thing he building behind the house? He calling it patio, my dear. Patio. He go to a fete the other day up in St. Clair. Don't ask me how he get invited. But these people had this thing they call patio. A kind of thing like a veranda, except it didn't have no roof. It's open air. You know, you understand. I know you're not stupid. Anyway, they had a set of barbecue chicken foot and thing. Well, from the time Scopy see that is patio he wants. Since then, you can't find a big stone in the yard. Scopy taking all to make foundation for his patio. And you think it's patio? The thing can't even hold a good coal pot. Is he want to go sit down on his patio? Besides, I want to know where he going to get the money to pay for the cement. Patio don't come easy, so you know. It's not big stone alone you have to use. That's set of concrete and plenty thing. Anyway, me couldn't get no big stone, so go in Doris' garden to borrow 2 conch shell. You know, Doris have she garden looking like Maracas Beach. Every time that woman go up there, she have to bring back some kind of conch shell. Put all around the flower bed. I don't know what do she. She's another one like the copycat. She see that in some kind of magazine, so she wanted to. You see what has happened when you give people education? If she couldn't read, I would have never have to look at all that amount of conch shell in my eye every living day. Plus them things dangerous, you know. You ever get your foot caught with conch shell? Child, is real horror. Conch shell cut does take long to heal. Anyway, I was real glad for the conch shell last night. Otherwise, all notes of my garbage turned over and all my business exposed to the public eye. But it's as I was borrowing the 2 conch shell that I hear the argument hotting up between Doris and the husband. And you know how he mouth big already, he good for directing traffic. Well, Doris says she want to watch Face of the Nation cause it's educational. And she all for bettering herself. Well, I agree that. Then he turned around and asked she if she crazy or what. Saying how he come home tired, and it's because the only thing he want to do is sleep the sweet sleep. Well, Doris apparently ain't taking on. Because next thing I hear is volume turn up and Face of the Nation blast in the place. Well, something about electricity, something, you know, you yourself know how we just have trouble with them meter man and them. They have one that is sent by me down here and you just take quiet in the next yard and say you're reading my meter. You ever hear more? Last month I get one hell of a bill. I couldn't believe me eye. $25.50. I did want to dead, but I go down in the tail. And I raised one hell of a stink in that place. I did really feel shame, but I get results. They tell me how is the computer make a mistake, as if I care about computer. In any case, me ain't pay no $25, and that was all I was interested in. Electricity department, you got to watch them good, you know. But coming back to Doris, I hear the bed move, so I know the husband getting off. Next thing I hear, volume turn down. Next thing I hear, volume turn up. Next thing I hear, volume turn down and off. Next thing I hear is pow, like a hand pass. And it's then the mass start. Doris tapped the ball like she see the devil. And you know, Doris' family have a kind of screechy kind of voice. She mother used to sell fish. And when you hear she say fish for sale, they used to hear she quite inside the courthouse. The judge had was once to ban she during sessions. Because just when the lawyer and them making a major point, and they have the jury in the palm of their hand, Up would come, get your fresh fish. And it's because the whole courthouse turned mass. And she father's side wasn't too far behind, you know. So you understand when I tell you that Doris' noise wasn't no ordinary kind of noise. I don't know how you sleep through all that. You was drunk or what? I'm only joking, so what happened? You're getting touchy these days or what? Anyway, when Doris started to bawl, the husband started to raise his voice too. And in no time at all, their business on the street. That is how I come to find out that they was renting the TV. And it's not buy it as Doris always saying. Plus it's Doris what pay for it, not the husband. And is that what caused the mark to bust? Because she ups and tell him how it's she money what pay for it, and it's she money supporting him. Well, who tells she say that? Because it's that what make you see red. And it's then the fight really start. All this time, everybody gather outside. I play me and taking on what happening. I just pick up my 2 conch shell cool, and start walking back to the house. You know, the little time I leave there, 2 dogs done gone in the garbage. Well, it's at that point, I hear blam. Window fly open, and next thing I see the man have Doris well prop up on the window and trying his level best to dump she. I couldn't believe my eyes. Child, Doris put on her ball in there. I don't think she could do it twice. All this time now, more and more people gathering, but nobody putting no hand to help because it's husband and wife thing. But I mean, there's my neighbors, and I just couldn't stand there and watch the man push the woman out the window dry so. So I started to shout at him to behave himself. I don't think he did really mean to push it. But you know, Doris started to wiggle up on the window. And next thing you know, brother was out, she gone down in the begonias. But the lucky thing she ain't fallen in conch shell. By this time now, it's more police and siren in the place. And of course, fast-mouth Colleen had us to go and call the fire brigade. Long time now, she asking me how the fire alarm thing does work. And you know the first thing she do when confusion break out? She pelt out the street in Sipunkasal and head straight to the alarm box on the lamp post. She break the people glass, pull the red handle, and next thing you know, it's one set of police and fire brigade in the place. And when they asking who pulled the alarm, you know who wasn't nowhere near there. Anyway, they take Doris and the husband down to the station. And so far, me ain't hear what happened. But imagine you sleep through all that. Child, it ain't good to sleep so strong, you know. Anyhow, it served Doris well right. I did want she, but that man long time ago. say it have a time. The birds and beasts does talk, and fish does make some big, big speech, and them tree and them does squawk. They say it have a time. The birds and beasts does talk, and fish does make some big, big speech, and them tree and them does squawk. You just hear them when you lie abed with your pillow neath your head. Only you just think is wind blow hard or dry branch fall down dead. They say it have a time when man gone sleep, that the birds and beasts does talk, and the fish does make some big, big speech, and them tree and them does squawk. You just hear them, yes, you just hear them when you lie abed with your pillow neath your head. Only you just think is wind blow hard or dry branch that fall down dead. But country people always say, even the earth does talk sometime. And when cat make love, don't interfere, or they'll cuss up your behind. You just hear them when you lie abed with your pillow neath your head. Only you just think is wind blow hard or dry branch fall down dead. Country people say the earth does talk sometime. When cat make love, don't interfere, or they'll cuss up your behind. Well, this night I telling all you about was a night just like the rest. Black as pitch, sweet with spice. The stars were at their best. A cooling breeze blow tree and land. You could hear the sea from far. And all them house shut tight with sleep. Was a night in Grenada. Was the owl who start the talk that night. He was making the usual round when, as he tell Pigeon later, he noticed movement on the ground. Men all running swiftly, armed from head to foot. They surround the Chuglu barrack, and he hear guns start to shoot. Man, everybody wake up when the fighting start. Cow say, if he didn't duck, bullets sure catch him in the hat. Hey, Seagull say, he thought was joke, and he'd planned to stay in bed. Till fire start and he smell smoke, and his den he run like hell. Donkey ball out, what go on? Sheep say, let me pass. And owl shout out loud and clear, it's revolution, watch it ass. They say it have a time. The birds and beasts does talk, and fish does make some big, big speech, and them tree and them does squawk. They say it have a time. The birds and beasts does talk, and fish does make some big, big speech, and them tree and them does squawk. You just hear them when you lie abed with your pillow neath your head. Only you just think is wind blow hard or dry branch fall down dead. It's then the news spread across the land. All mouths start to chatter, and all you could hear from near and far is, what's the matter? What's the matter? The nutmeg tell the cocoa, and the cocoa tell the pear. The pear tell the blogo, and the blogo say, oh dear. A wise old man go say, how is Fendon come again? And tell them how old Fendon had the British crown in pain. How he stand up man to man, a Grenadian bold and brave, and tell the king to go to hell, send the governor to his grave. They couldn't catch old Fendon. He was too smart for them, you hear? And to this day, nobody know where Fendon disappeared. The nutmeg tell the cocoa, and the cocoa tell the pear. The pear tell the blogo, and the blogo say, oh dear. A wise old man go say, Fendon come again. Tell them how old Fendon had the British crown in vain. He stand up man to man, Grenadian bold and brave. Tell the king to go to hell, send the governor to his grave. They couldn't touch old Fendon, he was too smart for them, you hear. And to this day, nobody know where Fendon disappeared. was the owl who keep passing the news way up there in the sky. Sometimes he fly low to the ground, sometimes he gone up high. He say, look, it look as if they take the fort, and like they take the radio too. Oh God, all you come quick, the airport closed, it's true. Meantime, Red Crab on the ground complain till he turn blue, saying, you're telling us everything, man, except one thing is who. Then Owl get vexed and read the text. He say, silence or I shut my mouth. All your man ain't paying me 1 black cent to stay up here and shout. Meantime, Black Ants climb up top coconut tree, shout out, don't mind he hear me. And what I could tell from where I be is like jewel boys I see. And if all you would only take your time and listen carefully, you'd hear the same things that I hear. They say Grenada free. If all you only take your time and listen carefully, you'd hear the same things that I hear. They say Grenada free. Vine tell leaf, leaf tell bush. Bush say mongoose gone. River tell sea and sea tell fish. Fish say wait until morn. Then from beak to beak and wing to wing, some chat, some start to sing. Some stamp their foot, some shake their head. Enough to wake the dead. Vine tell leaf and leaf tell bush. Bush say he noticed mongoose gone. River tell sea and sea tell fish. Fish say wait till morn. Red Crab now still vex. He start to cuss. He said this news is the worst. I don't care if it's false or true. Just tell me, man, is who? Is then Owl say how he hear that Uncle had a plan. But just how this plan was going to work, he Owl didn't understand. But Fig Tree tell him how he see Uncle in a car. And he hear the chauffeur say how Uncle gone America. And that is when Owl say that things start fall apart. For Uncle never realized the jewel boy is so smart. Cause soon as Uncle reach New York and start talk American, is then a bishop make him move and take over the land. Crab shout, bishop take the land. No way, what the Pope gonna say? Church not supposed to get involved in politics of the day. Owl say, excuse me, Crab, you's a fool. You better go to school. You see this bishop man? He study law. Is then donkey law? Ha 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 ha. Crab shout, bishop take the land. No way, what the Pope gonna say? Church not supposed to get involved in the politics of the day. Owl say, excuse me, Crab, you's a fool. You need to go to school. This bishop man he study law, is then donkey law, ha ha. Black Ants meantime keeping watch from top the coconut tree. Start to shout, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. Black Ants meantime keeping watch from top the coconut tree. Start to shout, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. What you see, what you see. Everybody cry. Police station, flying flag, they surrender, he replied. Then sudden so, as if by plan, all man quiet down. All man trying to figure out the things they see go on. What you think will happen next? Red Crab want to know. Don't ask me, was the reply. All you wait till tomorrow. So quietly each go his way, to watch and hope and pray. And way up high in Fendon camp, a flute began to play. It was a simple melody, soft and sweet and clear. It echoed through the valley, and this is what it said. The bishop gave a blessing. Uncle gone to stay. Good luck, my Grenadians. Make sure it stay that way. So quietly each go away, to watch and hope and pray. And way up high in Fendon's camp, a flute begin to play. A simple melody, soft and sweet and clear. It echoed through the valley, and this is what it said. The bishop give you blessing, Uncle gone to stay. Good luck, my Grenadians, make sure it stay that way. Fargo was in a bad mood. It was Christmas Eve, and he hated Christmas Eve because that was the one time a year that he used to feel like nobody ain't like he. Because Fargo didn't have no family to like he. His mother dead when he was 6, and he never even know who his father was. He grew up with a older auntie, mother's sister, who everybody used to call Miss Silverina. Fargo never used to like she at all because she was always there in a church morning, noon, and night, and she used to well drag Fargo behind she. So from the time he get big enough to make his own money, is because Fargo split off from that scene and rent a little bashi in Belmont. In no time at all, Fargo was one of the baddest cats on the block. Everybody afraid Fargo, and they never used to make no skylark with him. But they did respect him because Fargo had a way with pan. As a matter of fact, that was the only thing that Fargo used to take any real interest in, beating pan. But what Fargo did really like most about beating pan was the company in the pan yard. When he was in there beating, was like he had a family. He used to feel like he belonged somewhere. But Christmas was a different thing because most of them fellas had family or outside child and outside woman, and Christmas was the one time they used to ease up on the pan beating and go and spend a little time with their folks and bring little present for the children and thing. Fargo was the only one who didn't have no real place to go on Christmas Eve, except back to Ibashi. Even Gloria, the one chick that he really dig up on, tell him that she have to spend the Christmas with she family in San Fernando. She invite Fargo, but Fargo say not he and she family because he gonna have to sit down and play gentleman and eat chicken with knife and fork and thing, and he gonna feel uncomfortable and he gonna spoil the whole Christmas, so he ain't going nowhere. So Fargo decide no, he gonna dress up and take a lime down Frederick Street to see what happening. Was about 6 o'clock in the evening when Fargo leave home. He decided he ain't gonna take no taxi, but that he gonna walk from Belmont to town and just take his time, because he wasn't in no particular hurry. As he started to walk down the road, he could feel the Christmas spirit wrong him, man. They had people in the road like was carnival, and everybody hurry, like when you stir up a ant's nest and them ants get mad. And everybody had parcel in their hand and box on their head, and it was like everybody talking at the same time and nobody listening. And Christmas music blasting on the place from them DJ record shop and them car radio. And them taxi drivers self doing their level best to see if they could kill off some more people before Christmas Day reach. They even had a television van on the scene and a little girl with a microphone asking people what they think about Christmas. Fargo had to laugh when he heard some of them answers. One fella say, I think Christmas should be black. We should only sing Kaiso. And if we have a Father Christmas, he should have an afro. When the fella finished talk, he shouted, Ja! Man, the girl gets so frightened, she almost dropped the microphone. Another one say, Christmas is a time for cake and nice food and happiness. Another one say, Christmas is the birthday of the Lord and government should give an extra day holiday. Another one say, he's an Indian, so he don't believe in Christmas, but if everybody fetting, he fetting too. And so they carrying on. And while they talking now, a set of limers trying to get their face in front of the people camera. All over the town, action taking place, man. Even the carolers was out in full force. As a matter of fact, is that what make Fargo stop at the corner of Queen and Charlotte Street? They had a small side there blasting out one set of parang at the top of their voice, shaking shack like they mad and carrying on at one rate, man. But what attracted Fargo the most was a fat, funny-looking little man with a bushy-looking beard who looked like a real crocodile. He was the liveliest one of the whole bunch. He was singing away at the top of his voice, man, and jumping up and down in time to the music. But what Fargo noticed the most was the tenor pan the little man had round his neck. It was the most beautiful tenor pan that Fargo ever see in his life. It looked as if it make out of silver and gold. It didn't even have one little dent in it. Everything was smooth. And as the little man moved out, the pan catch the sunlight and reflect it in Fargo's eye, as if the pan was wood fire with plenty sparks flying out of the smoke. The inside of the pan was jet black, so much so you could hardly see the notes raised up on the pan. Fargo ain't even stopped to wonder what a tenor pan doing in the middle of a parang band. All he could have studied was the beauty of the pan and the fact that the little man was playing some real off-key notes. Now, if they have one thing Fargo can't stand, is to hear somebody playing bad pan. So without even thinking twice, Fargo walked up to the little man and say, "Hey now partner, it's like you playing that wrong, you know. You're holding them stick wrong, man." The little man stopped jumping up and down and he looked at Fargo. Then he said, "What you know about pan?" He had a strange musical voice, like a foreigner trying to talk Trinidadian. But his face looked like he wanted to bust out a laugh any minute, and his two eyes squinch up as if he fighting to hold back the laugh, although he looked serious enough. Fargo just stoops and say, "Man, I's pan father, what me ain't know about pan ain't worth knowing." And he take the two stick from the little man and begin to show him how to hold them proper. By this time now, the rest of the parang group done move down the road and leave the two of them stand up there on the sidewalk with the pan between them and people passing all wrong. Now, while Fargo busy showing the little man how to hold his stick, he couldn't help but admire the pan out loud. And he asked the little man, "Boys, where you get this sweet pan, man?" The man tell Fargo, "I make it myself. I's a boss at making thing. You should see how much thing I have in my workshop." Fargo didn't want to ask too much question because he didn't want little man to think he fast. So he just stand up there hitting note on the pan and testing it out, And the more he play the pan, is the more he like it. That was the best pan Fargo ever hold in his hand in all the days that he been beating pan. As a matter of fact, he gets so involved with the pan that he take it off from round the little man neck and put it round his own and start to run some scale on it. All this time now, the little man stand up there watching him, not saying nothing. At last the man say, "What a nice young fella like you doing all by yourself on a night like Christmas Eve." Because by this time now the sun set and darkness come down and the place begin to look more like Christmas with all them pretty Christmas lights shining all over the place and in them shop window. Fargo only shrug his shoulder and say, "Me ain't have no family, I is the Lone Ranger man, and in any case me ain't need nobody, I is Fargo." The little man say, "Don't need nobody, ridiculous. Everybody needs somebody. Christmas is a time of joy, of remembering, of giving, of cheering up others. You feel you ain't need nobody, but remember somebody may need you. You sure you don't have any family?" Fargo begin to get vexed, man, because he don't like people to ask he too much question about the personal business. But he hold his temper and he say, "Only a old aunt and me ain't see she for years." The little man nod his head sadly and tell Fargo, "Why not drop in and see she tonight? It's Christmas and she might like to see you. You can never tell with Christmas, It's a time of magic. Strange things does happen. I could tell you a story you would never believe. I as a man travel far and I see a lot." As the little man speak, he eye take on a faraway look, and sudden so as if he embarrassed, he pull out a big red handkerchief and he begin to blow his nose loud. Then it's like he get a new set of energy and he begin to hustle and bustle and saying, "I got to go now, man. I have to catch up with the others. We have lots to do tonight." He put out his hand and almost reluctantly, Fargo gave him back the beautiful pan. The little man put it round his neck, then giving Fargo a right, he hurried down the road in the direction that the parang group had take. But just as he reached the corner, he turned and he looked back at Fargo. Then he waved and he shouted out, "Merry Christmas, and remember to go and look for your aunt." And that was the last that Fargo see of he, a busy little figure with a tenor pan dangling round his neck, disappearing in the crowd. Fargo stand up there for a while. Then he shake his head, shove his hand in his pocket, and head for Independence Square. All over the place, Christmas Eve shopping was in full swing, man. Fargo walked slowly down Frederick Street. Every now and then somebody would give him a right and shout out at him, "Fargo boy, what happening? Come on, fire one." But Fargo wasn't in no mood to take no drink. What the little man had said to him was running through his mind. If nobody could make you happy, then you make somebody happy. Fargo keep on walking. And next thing you know, he find himself outside the cathedral on Independence Square. When he checked the time, it was about 11 o'clock. He stand up there outside the church watching the people, watching them how they're going inside for midnight mass and thing. Same time the organ strike up and he hear the choir start up a carol. As Fargo stand up there listening to the music, he mind run on the aunt, and he remember the last thing that the little old man had said to him. Merry Christmas, and remember to go and look for your aunt. And sudden so, Fargo decide he go in and look for your aunt, and he shout out, taxi! Next minute, Fargo find himself in a taxi heading down Ligo Martin. And even as the taxi man start pressing X, Fargo begin to feel better. The taxi man put on some reggae carol, and as Fargo lie back in the seat listening to the music, he say to himself, boy, I really treat my aunt bad in truth. And he feel real glad that he had decided to make the effort to see she. Well, man, is like the taxi driver that have the Christmas spirit in him, because he pull out a flash from beneath the seat and he tell Fargo, come let me bust this up. And between he and Fargo, they finish up that flask in no time at all. And the taxi man self only giving old joke and driving the taxi like he's a BB pilot. When Fargo finally reached where he aunt living, he pay off the taxi man and he stand up outside the gate watching the house. A light was on inside, and he could hear the radio playing softly. Fargo watched for a while. Then taking a deep breath, he marched up to the door and he knocked. He heard the radio stop, and the aunt's voice saying, who is that? He say, Fargo. There was silence for a moment. Then he heard the door open, and the aunt stand up there looking at him with she two eye open big like she see a ghost. Then she say, Fargo! And she burst out into one set of tears. Now, Fargo now start to lie. He say, what happening, auntie? I was in the area, so I decided to drop in and say hello. Well, his no self, the aunt start to bawl. Fargo self start to feel kind of stupid because he don't like to see big people cry. Plus, she was wetting up a good shot. Then the aunt dry she eye and say, well, what you standing up there for? You afraid the house? Come inside, boy. And she pulled Fargo inside. Then she start to talk. She say, it's a strange thing must be the Lord send you. It's only tonight my mind run on you. A present come here for you. And I was wondering how I would ever get it to you. Fargo say, a present? For me? He aunt say, yes, look at there. A little man bring it. Fargo look at the sofa that the aunt been pointing at, and he nearly dropped dead. For lying right in the middle of the sofa was the beautiful tenor pan, the same one that he had helped the man with downtown earlier in the evening. Fargo's hand began to tremble so much that he could scarcely pick up the pan. And when he finally picked it up, he noticed a little note on the side in one set of scrawly handwriting, like when cockroach fall in ink and walk over somebody's exercise book. And the note say, Merry Christmas, Fargo. If no one could make you happy, then make someone happy. But there was no signature. Fargo head start to spin with all kind of thoughts. How the little man know where he living? He ain't tell him nothing. Who was the little man anyway? Fargo say to himself, take care this pan have obia in it now. Then he aunt say, what happened to you? You never get a present yet? Must be some woman who's sweet on you, man. Never mind that plate, let me hear you now. Then Fargo start to play the pan. And as he play, he begin to feel happier than he ever feel in a long time. And as the music filled the room, he feel as if a whole steel band was playing. And he know that somehow, after that night, things would be different with him. And he say, Merry Christmas, Auntie. And he keep on playing. And the clock strike midnight.
All boys, all away, all boys, all away, all boys, all away.
Put box
All
on boat,
boys,
catch plane, fly
all
Trinidad.
away.
Meet boat, sell
All
goods,
boys,
buy goods.
all away.
Put box on boat, catch plane,
All
fly
boys,
Grenada. Meet boat,
all
sell
away.
goods, buy goods.
All
We
boys,
catching, we ask to make a
all
living,
away.
but we living. Yes, Lord, we
boys,
living. And because we
all
living, a lot of
away.
all you living. Yes, the sugar apple people like the wave on Granan's Beach. We always moving, year in and year out, no matter who come or who go. We know Trinidad and Trinidad know we hand stretch across the water. Sugar apple, zabuka, soursop, mango, breadfruit, green fig, dasheen, yam, tanya, kalalu, you name it, we bring it. In bag, in box, in crate, big box or little box. Here the man say $1 a box. Here the woman say a box is a box. See them stand on the jetty, hustle, bustle, noise. Words flying like salt spray, cussing but helping. Box and bags scattered about all around your foot. People looking for rope or wire or twine, anything to tie one ain't tie good or one ain't tie yet. See that woman, black like the last eclipse, tall, proud, pure Africa. She swing that crate like a man, and when she laugh, it's like a blessing in this hot Caribbean sun. And Cosmos, the captain, like a high court judge, presiding on the rigging, cussing like it's the national language, and nobody ain't taking it on. They expect that. And the more you cuss, the blacker you get. But collecting letter like your name postman and posting them in the bosom, and only balling yes, 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 and they saying don't forget to give it to Tanty, and how I gonna pick it up? And the man say not a box loading till the sweet drink reach. And it's now the sweet drink truck want to pass. And so the truck unload and the boat load and the box load and the crate load, and they bring soursop and sugar apple, and now they gone it rice and sugar, and the sail hoist and the wind blow, the engine start and the boat go, and as it move out across the harbor, the Trinidad sun catch the Grenada name, Island Pride.
All boys, all away, all boys, all away, all boys, all away.